Gender-based violence, a pervasive and heartbreaking issue, affects countless individuals around the globe. But Roof Us Arts and Human Rights Advocacy Foundation believe in the transformative power of art to combat this deep-rooted problem. On a momentous day in Mansa, Roof Us Arts Human Rights Advocate opened its doors to a future of hope and resilience. In attendance were officials, community leaders, and passionate advocates ready to make a difference.
Mukwai, we are blessed differently, and God has the ability to place each and everyone in society to positively contribute to the development of the country. So this is a challenge that is being put across to everyone here. Tekutila fe ngawalisambirira walifika grade 7, grade 9, grade 12, education is enough for you. There are other things that you can do for yourself and they will bring value and importance to your life. Bambi walisambirira baratena bola. Bambi walisambirira baka school wino. Bambi walisambirira balemba. What we are encouraging is that everyone must begin to explore their potential. I would like to say thank you to Mr. Rufus for being very committed towards art and also driving an agenda against gender-based violence. Bananda to society that the money will take just to get be attention. So abantu gabalelwa, abantu balelaka kulichena. You spend most of your time nursing injuries. Kula kuma court kuma police instead of kula work. We want to besu tend to katane pshini choktina kaikala mumutende no volunteer we are attention. Ukwa blom posta therefore we total avance for the continued support that you continue to offer to not only Rufus but to other arts across the district and also beyond the district. By media, please carry this message that we as a district leadership in Chipili, Mansa, we are very much committed to supporting arts and every youth with a talent is welcome.
As a traditional authority, we recognize the need to coexist with state actors, community, faith-based, and non-governmental organizations in upholding human rights and fundamental freedoms for all, especially women, girls, children, and persons with disability. We recognize injustices associated with humanity's vulnerabilities, which are a barrier to positive participation in national and sustainable development. Our province is ranked second in terms of early and child marriages, and this constitutes a very serious form of gender-based violence. As traditional authority, we shall enforce the re-entry policy and ensure that our customary bylaws are well enforced.
Roof Us Arts and Human Rights Advocacy Foundation is timely and a welcome move as it stresses the importance of working together in the fight against GBV. For sure, our learners experience GBV in their schools, such as bullying, sexual harassment, and sexual exploitation. In order to have this, there is need for more sensitization so that we can help our learners and the community at large. By doing this, we'll make them understand what GBV is, the causes, preventive measures, and where to report. As Minister of Education, Wapla Province and the Chipili District in particular, we are promising to work hand in hand with you because our goal is to have a society free from GBV.
Gender-based violence, GBV, is a global pandemic that negatively affects the lives of 1 in 3 women and children worldwide. Zambia, to be specific, Luapula province, is not exceptional to GBV prevalence, which is extremely high. Therefore, there is need for more integrated and consolidated efforts in curbing and fighting this vice.
I'm from Chimba Primary School, and I'm with the Peace Corps, as well as my esteemed colleague here, Grace Ryder. She's in Chicago. And we came to Zambia some 2 years ago now. And when we first got here, we were just kind of bumbling along, like shiny, and we've been so fortunate to be accepted into such a beautiful community as Chipili and as the community we found with Rufus Arts and within Mansa. And the reason that we're holding this workshop along with Rufus Arts is because we really believe in the power that the teachers of Chipili have over the population of the Chipili district. And it's one of the most hardworking populations we've ever seen, and we're so proud of them, and we're very excited and fortunate to be holding this event for everyone. So we thank you all so much for coming, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the program.
Mr. Rufus Santini, congratulations to you. A very huge congratulations to you. This is a success, and it will be a success story.
In a bid to spread awareness and equip educators, Rufus Arts and Advocacy Foundation organized a 2-day workshop. Teachers from various schools gathered to discuss, learn, and share strategies to combat gender-based violence.
In schools, and specifically in Chipili District, we really want to create change makers within the school to lower gender-based violence not only in the school setting, but in the entire community setting. And this ultimately does start with teachers because we have such sway in our pupils' lives and such respect from community members. So by coming to this workshop, you all are becoming change agents in your communities, and we very much hope that by connecting with Rufus Arts, by connecting with various projects happening in Chipili District, you all can maintain this wave of change that we are trying to initiate.
Gender-based violence is happening everywhere. Okay, even here. She wants to say something, say, sit down, you're a woman. That's violence, right? She'll feel bad. She'll say, but why have I been made to sit down? Because I'm a woman? Okay? Or a lady may put up a comment against me and say, or, are you a man? What you're saying, are you a man? Okay? That's violence also. Because I'll feel bad and say, okay, maybe because I'm short, what? That's why I think I'm not man enough. So that is violence again, right? So it can happen everywhere, at home, at work, even in church. The most safest places could be even the most dangerous places because we overlook certain things. Even in churches it can happen, okay? There are sometimes even a woman is vying for leadership in church, but because she's a woman, they what? They step at down.
And as Chief Executive Officer for Rufus Arts and Human Rights Advocacy Foundation, I stand firm in supporting human rights, supporting the girl child and children who are mostly marginalized, prone to many forms of abuses. We stand firm and denounce all forms of gender-based violence, and we say no to abuse. We reinforce all statutes and laws that the government is trying to implement. We were happy to see the ratification and endorsement of the Children's Code Bill, and now it's an act of parliament. We have the Children's Act, and there are many issues that are being elaborated upon. With a few sections like Section 276 that talks about children's safeguarding policy and the like. We promise to give you the best whenever we can. If we can enhance the multi-sectoral system in GBV, multi-sectoral management, I think it's something that we want to pronounce and grow firm so that we protect the girl child, women's rights. We enforce conventions like the UN Resolution 1325 of 2000. We enforce the children's rights conventions that have been domesticated in Zambia. I think, barely for me, I'll be a happy person. And I know we are in vision for sustainable development. And as we envision sustainable development goals for 2030, I know we'll have reduced TBV in Luapula. And most of all, we appreciate the government of Zambia for allowing initiatives such as these that, anchor on mitigating the scourge of gender-based violence. Because this is an arts organization and is anchored on using art as a medium for mindset transformation and behavioral change.
When Natwampane was in Chipili, issues to do with the gender-based violence were tackled. But with the coming of this Rufus Arts, I think there will be that close of gap. Because with this workshop, it means there is another direction to continue, which is doing the same things which Natwampane was doing. So this has really helped us, and it has really imparted the knowledge because a lot of stakeholders were brought to explain different issues related to GBV. Even at the aspect of the law, all those people were here, and the information has been imparted. Meaning, now people will have where to take those issues if they happened, where to complain, who to contact if those issues arose. So this is really a commendable job, and it is really a welcome issue. And this workshop has come at the right time.
I've been in Chipili for almost 11 months now. And from the experience I've seen as regards to gender-based violence, I feel this workshop has really brought something that is great knowledge, which will help the implementation of whatever has been taught to the teachers and some of us at the district office to go and implement in the district to help reduce the same gender-based violence. Not just in Chipili, but in Zambia. Usually our traditions and our norms have taken a top role in the way we behave in the society or in the community, and that has been influencing the children in most of the schools. So I feel such knowledge that we've learned from this workshop is so helpful in the sense that but from this experience, or maybe the knowledge that we've gained from the workshop, it will be really good because it will not just be Chipili that will benefit. There will be other relatives, other community members or friends that will be coming to visit and seeing what is going to be implemented there, which can be shared out in other communities in the whole Zambia. That could be changing our mindset.
Through powerful performances, drama, poems, music, and art, the message was clear: standing united against violence.
Being mistreated by parents, who are being mistreated in schools, they get bullied, and not only children but also adults who are being mistreated. It could be marriages and from work. So this is the inspiration for this artwork.
And my role is just to give you a picture of how art has been used to dissect society. All these paintings you see involves minds. So as artists, we use all the senses. We address issues realistically and also address issues in a philosophical depth. Like, for example, that painting over there at the corner, that one is philosophical. I decided to use a key and a hope to explain the torture, the sexual torture that happens in a number of people. There is a bow and a nut. Those are not fitting. So logical engineering states that these should fit for them to work well. So when a big person or somebody older than a child decides to come to the level of a child and play with the child in an immoral way, it becomes a disturbance to the society.
Good morning, class. Good morning. take a seat. Thank you, sir. Okay, so last week we looked at the topic human rights. Who can remember anything about human rights?
Misa.
So let me take your seat. Rubbish.
But sir, when the teacher tries to feast on school children, is that human rights?
I understand you, Chimbu. That's violation of human rights.
Yes, sir. So you have violated human rights by going out to the school pupils.
Can you all shut up?
Kicking out gender-based violence requires force.
It is so painful to mention in my nation.
This session is the attention of the whole nation, and our preamble cannot be to battle or trap one another, but it's a sample needing to handle the battle. It is not a secret anymore. Children have been abused, and they're still being abused. This weekend, the young men were sick, and the dead ends will meet, and justice shall prevail, far and wide.
Sexual abuse is now in the case. Physical abuse should not be part of our story. Us, the Rufus Arts Foundation, are here to hire the law enforcers and find the lawbreakers. We are not here to rhyme, but we are here to pipe in the missing percentage of wisdom. Change is all we cry for. Nothing more, nothing less. And remember, our POEM poem was entitled, Kicking Out Gender-Based Violence Requires Force.
Thank you.
The fight against gender-based violence extends beyond workshops and speeches. Roof Us Arts and Advocacy Foundation took the mission to the schools, engaging with pupils and educating them about their rights and the importance of respect and consent.
There are those boys who are being abused, right? Programs in any way. You can be abused in any way. Not that you can feel like we got ukushita abuse umuntu kuisa mushire akusana kusana limbi kunanda wala kuchusha nchiko limbi kumbala kuikata wanko bobe wa stepfather bobe ngwaiwa wano kufuna kawi kampusishe chupo nangu bawisa bali upa wa stepmother bobe bale kuikata ngwala kufuna kawi kampusishe chupo. That's why we have come here.
Visual arts in international language. Ya koma tinga tawele French swingu. Ngawale shapo. Lekeni chombo festival. Ngawale shapo pali arts ine yana kwewe PhD kind. Suna nanje ba PhD ka pali picture.
I'm going to explain this we are seeing in the picture. So, by the way, Abaso, nanaenda kumshwem na kwa back to us understand.
So that is the power of visual arts. So that is the interpretation vis-a-vis the female. We're talking about GBV, and when you look at that painting, you need to read between lines. The film fiancé. So no matter how leta kona hii painting, iye infant budget ya rashtikapa, ora rombera, esa ndo mbele chile pula, hii painting.
Speak, yeah, continue. What can you see from the picture? What can you see from the picture? Musendo kumtwala kwisa. Bedroom. Okay. Okay. Nani wala. It's okay.
Muli 6.
Yes.
All these paintings, like art, like since we're talking about Rufus arts, we use all the forms of art. We use drama, we use poetry, we use music, and we also use visual arts in order to send, and movies, in order to send a message to people. Are we together? So these messages are, have no classes. They are not. They've got no boundaries. Abali bonse kuti understand ngore kutafia baba chocho icho tabaishwane chitundu chezunga baolesha afa tuneshita bala senda po form bala understand bala understand through visual arts, but they understand through the rhythm, which is music. Others will understand through drama, others will understand through comedy, others will understand through a movie. So that's what we are. So we are here to at least help in sending messages, entertaining people.
A big round of applause,
Say, let's say no to cyberbullying. Say no to cyberbullying. No to sexual violence. GBV. Rufus Arts and Human Rights Advocacy Foundation Mukwai. Ngai minina pakutongirila Mukwai. Ama human rights. Na ngola Mukwai. Evo turevo pebati. Ifipo pefe vyalende kwa. Ifi akutifu. Vasulamu ndora tafile fyatufikira. Mukwai tulewesha na palo abantu abo to discriminate. Evo turevo pebati. Yo abafile matabafile kubana ifwe. Please come. Come and tell me the types of gender-based violence. Fine. Tell us your name and tell us the types of people.
There is physical, which involves beating, whipping, and other stuff, which involves physical pain.
Tell them.
There is mental, which involves the psychological thinking.
Yes.
Yes, there is also structural.
Yes.
Which involves
Stella. As Rufus Arts and Human Rights Advocacy Foundation, we care for you, we love you so much, and we're fighting for your rights, and we enforce what the government of the Republic of Zambia is enforcing. I'm a full day to actually enforce Ireland, the body child, takuli wana oa kufia uli kuskulu. Mulebe wa fiasha twaka nikaka ineteti mwangu fio watati. Well, boy, say Rufus Arts. Amambo tuloga. Rufus Arts. Rufus Arts. Natuanda kuskulu takuli kurwa gender-based violence. Lukakala ulo pekatika abana mayo na bashitata. Abana balunendo na bakashana. So tatreformu lero wa muskulu muno. Tuleo mfana. Kunopisa mwishenshi mkusambiri nai. So kunopisa mbirina. Kunopisa wako executive director ngaine. Muleo mfayo. Imanda wanapokuwa executive director. We have so many. Wanapokuwa president Nimanga. Wanapokuwa wakafundisha. Lawyer. Mimi na president wakafumo wino. Mama maambe fia mafumo. Takuri. No. Muleo mfayo. So you mwapika na pisa kuskulu kunwe. So language nothing sele kunoma isa mkusambirira. So just to wrap up, I think we'll just give you one song we'll play. Kunomo fega. Kunomo na shana. I don't shana try.
Bikabama GBV na tusalike bikabemba sase mapishire bomino ibikesa maino ai nanga why mabuju babi sote kuli ai basi shuta na maputi and they die na lelo watcha na lelo kala kacha praying to God nigga telling the people suicidal and so melesa mutu pichi jama sanso mutu pele mutende pedazo bila pisea mutu pichi jena shonse mbasa se mwana tebe kimwapishi shekobi niwati mama sanso niporeji na lelo wacha tatulelo tulo na lelo wacha tatulelo tulo na tufaye pilio na lelo wacha tatulelo tulo tafishi mikomeno idikesa manino na lelo wacha na tufaye pilio tafishi mikomeno idikesa manino na tupepeshe bikabama suicide na tupepeshe bikabama GBV na tusalike bikabemba sase na fishi mikomeno idikesa manino
Over
Nalelo wacha tatulelo tulo. It's a cry of a woman in pain. Nalelo wacha tatulelo tulo. Tapishine kwa meno hivi kesa mailo. Nalelo wacha natufaye piga. Tapishine kwa meno hivi kesa mailo. Natupepeshe pikabama suicide. Natupepeshe pikabama Chipili. Natusalike pikabamba zaze. Napishine kwa meno hivi kesa mailo. In my future feed the girls, feed the boys, them a die. Babomu kapeteni boss hunters try. Atichalo bali wame adionsa bena pima bry eye. Ni pia pressure, but bena tabatesha. Twalomba go protecto, infumu machilolo. Abana bana pena kumilolo. Nalelo wacha, tatulelo tulo, tatulelo tulo.
Support from various quarters bolstered the initiative, underscoring the collective commitment to this cause.
So ndemo kwela to Rufus Arts and Human Rights Advocacy Foundation chilongani necho ichaimi alulu wa kuchingirira abana ono mkwai kuchingirira na bana mayo so iti chilongani no chaimi no kuchingirira imwe bana be school right bana mayo bashitata abalumendo n'abakashana ichichongani no chile muno kulwa promo chile mumba mkwai twali launching up 17th of May ndesubila okupitira mukabungwe ka Ministry of Education tuleta shabali tusumirisho kwa batingeza sangu wakona imwe ilelo kwa batingashana ndemba so tatwakulala ndafela kushana na nena nami ufisha kwenye nyimbo shandai wala shana. Okay, so eto tukonkerezana sana lebumba lyandi kumono kwebati twatungirira okulesha umusango wa lukakala. So I'm saying ifwe eto tushire kumono kwati twakumono kwebati twatungirira emilimo iya kupusha lukakala pali imwe nimbo na mulelwa tatulefaya gender-based violence in school, right? Gender-based violence kumana nangula bambya bana banono kuli bambya obale onaula kubakalamba baulungana nabo nalakupera sweet fula. So ngabalanda nalakupera sweet fula kulanda shani kulanda nalai babanani na banani. True, nobody should touch your daughter. Your daughter is your daughter. So munokuma skulu kuli bambi abatemo bullying abanabo bambi bali batemsango yabiga tabanabo kumabele ukuma boys uto munokuskulu mwaisa mkusambili atemkufoya tu boyfriend dai kaka kupele fumwa kaka kulabe na kwayo mulefo kia mkonsha. So ngalanda GBV malanda abash GBV. So ngatoeba to GBV abash tulelanda stop GBV. Anaba tukanensere aba nawo iwe chinani chimonanga parafini imwe mwa kwa tomsaru na kuba neno na kupingila na la kulolera pa gate pakafe nkumi Nishi, Rufus Arts and Human Rights Advocacy Foundation, which mule tutende kaifo. Pandu nishpisa na wakapokola, mlepokola mwana wakapokola pano. So, imisango ya gender-based violence here amako, not quarter physical violence. Physical violence mkwai kubo mfia. Physical violence mkwai kubo mfia maka. Kubo mfia maka, ukumo mnaobe, kumutoba, kumpanta. Kumu Stephen tufya kukalifya omubiri yani mwalishwa tunafyalwa n'ensambu wonse batini emkwa. So tobata sexual violence nili anachirayi beyakwe bati umwana baulungana nabo nankwa bakalamba kuno mwaisa kuskulu temkulungana mwaisa mukusambirira tefyo. So mulimwe ndemo namo ba president ndemo namo ba akainde chilema mulimwe ndemo namo ba president dai imitikula. So imamwe mpanga ngatuwa chani chitoka kwa teba president palindo. So mule mfai ndemo namo ba lawyer bemi amaboko ile ba lawyer wingi mukaone ba doctor bemi amaboko ba lawyer ni ba doctor sweet bakafundisha nonse But ideally, empire, so, ndipo kumiebo kwa kushita report, gagwashika gender-based violence. Takuwa mtu wa kwa tensa mshaku kufula. Mule ufai? Especially mwewa kashana, awe fula, na la kupela 50 kwacha. Kulanda na laiwa wa teacher, na unalaiwa wa daddy, na unalaiwa wa mami. Na wala bonse, mwewa watinya, kulanda, nga walanda nkakuma. Bonse mwana imu mfuile mwalandati. Na mkangu mela mkanjipa ya nkalanda. Nkabeba na mchitashani, tifao. Hai! Mwachitachi nga dodo ya ndita. Mwachipate nsambu ya kuja tato. Mkwa. So kumbeba bamani. So mkwai. Ukwa kuchita report. Namkwa jama pen na mapepa. Ndepo kumipela ma numbers yaba childline, lifeline. Eyo mfilo kutuminako. Nga wamona tabare kwa fwa. Bonse bo waeva. Mpunda ma numbers. Punde malalemba baka mituma ku Rufus Arts na nkuri bakwatu na nkuri bambia television kwa kalamulo akola na imbi namba na tulembe na imbi ni 933 tuweka shepo 933 ule mfwa 9 namba na chande ya kubalila ponishani Deni ya kulekelesha 933 kumapera ba mami na ngubadati nga mwalimona badati bala ngoma mwanda mwaba pera mami kutumatu nga mwamona ba mami bala ngoma na mwaba pera mami kutumatu mine baka miafuilishaye mkwasi na ifo twalani kwa ya poti ya lo apula then nga mlefo kutumina bakapokola na lampera na imbi na mbaye 9010 9010 9010 ayama numbers ya kupokola ema emergency numbers are 9010 emergency hotline ya wakapokola not hello not too much, but police na chapa kumiposha kofi. Ushamulishani namulia. Tuwakane fyai. So, ayama numbers kuti watuma mfoni na ngula tamuli talk time. Hello? Na mfoni tamuli talk time kuti watuma ayama number line. So, twalamishita entertain no rimbolumo. Olona imbaine na ba memory. Bala is to introduce a memory and push a convention or understand. The folks are Milila. Mwabuteko tuafweni. Na ifotu alamia fwa. Thank you so much. I love these students. Thank you so much. Ito tele niko. Tumepele bolo ala selo drea.
Osakala munga panda ujawameni safuna kupimisa Advocacy nina gona nao ningazuje makopolo.
Hey, being HIV positive is not the end of the world, so you gotta run, go get tested campaign.
Osakala munga panda ujawameni safuna kupimisa Advocacy nina gona nao ningazuje makopolo. Zikambeza moyo kupimisa zipeleke na Zambia basogolo.
Tiri munyunga umo matenda nowadays fulu che mongani fubuke bambiri bagangiwa kupiliba chikali chilila bakumbuka madezi ya pashandemba yama block level block table na patenda ati go wiki you gotta go wiki yeah Ricky 1 6 dogs full beam alangane kumbuyo it's his big cream buyo lizi pa dance floor apina poka nyimbo ka dance hall now Ricky's on the dance floor ati hey Lizzy you look good tipine poka nyimbo ka fwede there wait a minute leg over you gotta bend over situation, compromising. Lizzie slowly legalizing her body. Ricky had no rubber band. His head got us feeling like rubber band. He had a rubber band.
Safuna kupimisa nataka zinina gonna now ningazuje makopolo zikombeza moyo kupimisa zipeleke na Zambia basogolo ukweshe wa umi ala chikankala kabiye kuchipatalo pimishe wishiwe fya kwisunga uikonkele shawambi pantu umiliweka no kweshani weka so isungeweka umakapo aya wako disconda correspondence love each other isapotani paka kumpela we mwisho munowe filo fika wendo ukuwa pambali no mutemwika idoli mumafya osakala mungapanda ujomene safuna kupimisa ataka zinina gonna now ningazuje makopolo zikombeza moyo kupimisa zipeleke na Zambia basogolo
It was a very successful launch, and us as a district, we have just welcomed the organization that has come on board. And previously, we worked hand in hand as a government with Natwampane organization had rolled out the programs even in the rural areas under sexual and gender-based violence. The organization worked so tirelessly together with the line ministries here in Mansa district. But after the phasing out of Natwampane, we have received another organization, Lufas and Human Rights Advocacy Foundation, which has come on board, carrying on or building on what Natwampane has left. So we are, as a government, as you may know, we are fighting issues of gender-based violence. And this is the preaching of the president himself. At all costs, we want to realize the importance of human rights to every individual in our district. So we are very much happy as we are trying to mainstream issues of sexual and gender violence in our various institutions. And also working with partners, we see to it that this is going to ease our work because they are there as partners to complement the efforts of the government. So with the coming of Rufus at the moment, we are very much grateful, and we are assuring them to say, we work hand in hand with them in partnership and make sure that we continue with the same work. As we may know, we are just working towards one common goal.
It is our vision that we could have a society that promotes women emancipation, that promotes children and persons with disability without any form of discrimination, involving them in different dispensations, being leadership, politics, and many other spheres where they can be viable. After the launch on the 17th of May, we had an opportunity to roll out a school-related gender-based violence workshop for about 20 schools, 18 being from Chipili district, and we had 2 from Mansa district. And this was a fusion of different aspects of leadership, HODs like the district educational standards officers, as well as head teachers in various schools, including guidance teachers who are key and privileged to have first-hand information on school-related gender-based violence. Suffice to say that women and children have been disproportionately affected by gender-based violence. And as what we stand for, as Rufus Arts and Human Rights Advocacy Foundation, is not only to build or raise awareness, but is to be action-oriented and see the power that art has in terms of communication.
We understand and believe that art can break barriers in terms of communication, and we feel that art can be used as a medium for mindset transformation and behavioral change. That is to say, we can incorporate poetry as a medium to communicate to various school-going children, as well as children in homes, children with disability, as well as the many other, Zambians who would want to learn that fundamental human rights are unalienable, and these are rights that are universal, and we stand for the girl child because it is our hope that we follow the conduit of the rest of stakeholders that are trying to implement some certain policies like the Children's Code Act, the Anti-Gender-Based Violence Act of 2011, as well as many other statutes. And child marriages being so rampant. And you may wish to note that we hope to challenge and change certain cultural norms and beliefs that predispose the girl child to abuses. Sayings, imilumbe, in Bemba, like I was saying, here it's common that culture has really changed, the facet of how a girl child is being perceived. We hope that we can denounce these in all corners of Luapula, with continuity as a sustainability point for many other stakeholders that have been operating in Luapula. We had the Natwampane project, where I also worked as district cluster coordinator. And we now have the Kwatu project and many other organizations that are integrated youth development, Center for Future Generations, and many other stakeholders that we're trying to, coordinate and cooperate. It is our hope that the knowledge that we shared with these good people, head teachers, officers from the DEB's office, the district commissioner who's been very supportive, both the Mansa and Chipili district commissioner have been very supportive to see that we birthed this organization that will help to add to the voice. Suffice to say that we also wish to provide checks and balances in the aspect of advocacy. You understand that the Disability Act is a critical component that we wish to reinforce. We haven't paid much attention to maybe even developing material in Braille that can be accessed by persons with disability, those that are blind. Have we taken deliberate moves to ensure that we lump certain offices or even toilets, to support the physically challenged who can easily access toilets without problems? I think we need to be deliberate and positively discriminate by ensuring that we get those requisites for persons with disability. It is our hope, and it is my hope as executive director, from the passion that Elia spoke about that draws from time immemorial. Yeah, I have now come to see that, this is a milestone and we can help build Luapula. We can help build Luapula and put Luapula on the map. Not just in Luapula, but Zambia as a whole. We wish to advocate that if we have any cooperating partners that would want to come on board, we surely have a website that you can visit. So it is our hope that we get to zero as Luapula. We change the narratives as being second in terms of child marriages in Zambia. We want to get to zero tolerance to gender-based violence. We want to protect our women. We want to empower them. We want to transform mindsets and bring out solutions that will bring national and sustainable development. I wish to also speak to our cooperating partners, the Peace Corps that supported us. I want to appreciate via this platform that you did a very commendable job, and we only hope that if there are many other cooperating partners that would want to join us, I think the door is very open in order for us to add to the voice. As we patch up the gaps, remember we are creating demand for duty bearers. So for our cooperating partners, we also want to build capacity for duty bearers to ensure that they operate under the interagency global minimum standards, knowing that we will not call our people victims, but they are survivors of gender-based violence. We can change the post-traumatic phases of this GBV and also just change the face of the approach, because many approaches have been used. Raising awareness is key because it bridges knowledge gaps. But we need also to be action-oriented We pledge as Rufus Arts and Human Rights Advocacy Foundation to work with the Ministry of Education, the provincial administration, the district administration is very supportive towards the establishment of this initiative. The girl child is being abused, so we also pledge to reinforce the Educational Act, the Gender Equity and Equality Act, and we also wish to see that the gender policy takes into effect so that we see much of these results supporting the girl child. Thank you very much.